Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 57.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
CeeDee Lamb
with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that.
And the Jets are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Play action. It's Fields. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. To throw is Fields. That's going to be caught by Waddle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Shotgun snap and give to Carter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And the Jets continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now.
They got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
Dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. On 1st down, Fields. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Eagles are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Carter to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Now Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, McKinley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Off play action, Fields. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on first down. McKinley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On play action, Fields. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Now a first down throw, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure. Now the ball comes loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looking deep for Adams. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's got this down to the 35. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Here's Wilson. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On second down now, McKinley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossen.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's it hit?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things.
Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 2nd down, it's Carter. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Play action. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd down now, McKinley takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinley, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Off play action. Fields. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get 15 there as he kept it himself, yet it will still lead to a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fields going to take this himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. There's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.